A chance to look around and see all the sights and sounds that downtown Cleveland has to offer. We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Golden State Warriors come in for this one. Home court advantage goes to the Cavaliers playing here in Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome to our 2K sports broadcast of the NBA on a Monday afternoon. I'm Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony and Doris Burke reporting from the sidelines. And now the Golden State Warriors starters. It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. And it's Iguodala in at the small forward position.
And, you know, looking at Andrew Bogut, he's been one of the game's best centers. I mean, obviously injuries have saddled him a little bit over the years, but he's made it through 67 games each of the past 2 seasons. Here's LeBron. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Off to the wing right side. Curry kicks to Iguodala. Some nice passing by Golden State here. From downtown, the Cavaliers pull it in. And here we go. Fast break. Love's got it. Here's Irving. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Mozgov with the steal. Irving attacking. And Shumpert slams it in.
Boy, the pass there floated up to the precise spot where it needed to be.
And no messing around in the finish, huh? He powers it through.
Sure didn't waste any time there.
And, guys, that's an alley-oop I guarantee you we'll be seeing on the highlight reels for the next few days.
Here's Green after the made shot from Iman Shumpert. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And it's blocked by Curry, but they get it back. Tries again. Mozgov's shot is off.
Well defended, though, and he's not someone who handles that kind of pressure very well.
And again, no good by Golden State.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Well, what a season for Kyrie Irving last year. Huge moments for him. 57-point outburst against San Antonio. That was a new franchise record for the Cavs.
I think a lot of it was finally being able to play with other All-Stars, quite honestly, Kevin, but you can't discount the work Irving put into the offseason to be ready for the regular season.
Thompson, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
And for Irving, he did come into last year hot. I mean, he won the MVP in international play while with Team USA.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
And for Kyrie, taking home the MVP in a Team USA tourney like that, it's a huge ego boost. I mean, of all the stars on that team, he shined the brightest, and I think that's going to help his confidence for this year.
Here's Curry, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Thompson dishes to Curry. Green, the pass to Curry. They get it back, goes back up. Green kicks to Curry. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Kyrie Irving. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. 11 feet away. That's good. Irving's got 7. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, the other thing, though, is they have attacked in the open floor. They're definitely getting a lot of easy ones that way.
Boy, oh boy, to be young again. My, oh my. Got me thinking back to my days.
Oh, yeah, right. It does make you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Well, speak for yourself, because I could never throw it down like that, but I will say it sure looks fun, doesn't it? And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter. And what a first year it was for Steve Kerr and the Warriors. It was the best debut as a new coach ever. 67 wins. He also established a franchise win total in his first.
Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, you want to make sure you don't get teed up from a situation like that.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And it's Shumpert penetrating, kicks it out to Love. And a miss there on the triple.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense.
And when you look at Draymond Green, he's not a guy who will wow you with his numbers or his athleticism, Clark. He brings a lot of intangibles, though. And I remember talking early in his career with Tom Izzo up at Michigan State saying those exact things, that he gives you so much more than just what you see.
And his current coach and our former partner, Steve Kerr, raves about him. He's the heart and soul of the Warriors, in Steve's words.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
You know, you talk about Green's enthusiasm for the game. He's constantly talking, whether defensively or even in an opponent's ear. He's a vocal presence. And also another example of how a guy can make an impact without necessarily having it show up in the stat sheet.
For the Cavaliers, Varejao comes in for Mozgov, and Smith subbed in for Kevin Love. The drive by James, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And when he takes it inside, the points are going to come, whether like that possession or just getting to the line. And also, don't discount his leadership. Draymond Green's been a vocal leader his entire career. Even as a rookie, he wasn't afraid to challenge his teammates. And that competitive spirit, guys, can be contagious. Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Irving drives in. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
On defense, Golden State. They trail by one. Screen by Smith. LeBron kicks to Smith. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Livingston dishes to Barbosa. Golden State moving it around. Shumpert with the steal. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. A second chance effort. Varejao can't hit.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the board. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys. But if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Smith kicks to Irving. Drops in the layup for 2. Irving's got 9 points.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. The Cavaliers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw missing. And the second free throw, good. 8 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Livingston passes to Barnes. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today.
And Cavs head coach David Blatt beginning his NBA career after.
There's just a lot more practice.
And Blatt, one of the most successful American coaches in European basketball history, Clark, and has done a great job in his first season with the Cavaliers in the NBA, but nothing he did overseas certainly can compare to this.
And, you know, that's why, Kevin, people always talk about it in terms of being a marathon and not a sprint. There's nothing that compares to the NBA grind. Nothing is comparable to it.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
And And guys, I like what I've seen from them on the other end, forcing a few giveaways, and that's allowed them to widen that turnover margin.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Thompson and Iguodala on the perimeter. Harrison Barnes is out there with Bogut, and it's Livingston in at the point guard. Iguodala. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And Iguodala knows just how deadly his teammates can be from outside, and he looks for them to get their shot before getting his own. I think this situation for him in Golden State's perfect for his skill set.
Curry's checked in for Sean Livingston.
Tell you what, he's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Absolutely insane with that dunk.
Well, now they're starting to rub it in, aren't they? Have build up a lead, and here we go, folks. It's showtime.
That was a Kodak moment right there. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys on the ropes.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Jefferson attacking. Smith with a wide open look. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. Warriors trail by 4. Here's Curry. It's blocked. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Shumpert with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Nice shot by Smith.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
And here we go. Shumpert heading to the hoop. Goes back up. Another shot, and it's Smith laying it in. And now an 8-point Cavalier lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And how big was last year's trade for J.R. Smith? I mean, sent from the Knicks to the Cavaliers around midseason, Smith began to post some of the better numbers of his career, helping prove that for a tumultuous personality like Smith's, environment is key.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Mozgov, he's checked in for Shumpert. Love comes in for Richard Jefferson. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Mo Williams.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
For J.R. Smith playing alongside LeBron and Kyrie last season, he knew he had a chance for a ring. You know, Clark, he played like it most of the time.
He sure did. I mean, instead of having to create offense, the offense was created for him, served up perfectly for him, and all he had to do was knock down open jumpers, and as a result, his shooting percentages rose after the trade.
Irving's checked in for Smith, and Golden State also making a change. Barbosa's checked in.
And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch four, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career. And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Warriors trail by 9. As Greg was talking about Clark back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from 3 last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, and you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin.
Iguodala with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Green's got it, the fast break chance. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
That feed by Iguodala, a really good example of his passing ability.
Cleveland leading by 5. Here's Dellavedova. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Got a piece of it, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. And the Cavaliers with some changes. LeBron, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Shumpert comes in for Kevin Love. And Smith subbed in for Matthew Dellavedova. Then for the Warriors, Spates checked in for Bogut. Festus Ezeli comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Livingston in for Thompson. 6 to shoot. The drive by Shumpert. Good on the shot.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
For the finish, the big dunk at the end of the break.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration and alertness, a turnover, and an easy bucket the other way in transition.
And really a few more of those, and this game could be over.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Not surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being, as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
And sometimes when you want something done, you got to do it yourself. That dunks the shot in the arm they need to really cut into that lead.
Well, Greg, it certainly got everybody on their bench up and off their seats and cheering.
Yeah, that could be an instant momentum shift. That certainly was a rim record.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
29 seconds left to play here in the half. Pass to Smith. He feeds it to Mozgov. Green with the rebound. Warriors trail by 7. Here's Livingston. Out of bounds. Cleveland takes possession. Both teams deciding to change it up.
All right, let's go.
James outside. And it's slammed in by Farisham.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
Yeah, and when he's got a lead like that, why not take a few chances? A lot more engaging and entertaining than just doing the old ho-hum one-hander.
And the first half is now in the books. Cavaliers lead by 9. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
LeBron, you dominated the backboards. What allowed that to happen?
We know coming into the game it's a very good shooting team, and there's gonna be a lot of offensive rebounds at times. They miss shots, and all 5 guys got to get in and help each other defensively and clean up the rebound. So that was a point of emphasis, and it's good to see that we're doing that so far.
A team effort, no doubt, LeBron. Thank you. Kevin?
Okay, Doris, much appreciated. And now for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. Kyrie Irving was red hot to start the first. He had 11 points, 2 steals, and 2 assists. What'd you think, Shaq, about Cleveland?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it. Just a matter of maintaining that energy, playing with that same kind of aggression in the final 2 quarters.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Golden State?
Can this team please get fired up on defense? I mean, get angry, get upset. Guys are way too soft and giving up way too many good looks. At some point, you got to draw the line in the sand. Be like, okay, who's crossing this line? If you're coming over here, I'm taking a hard foul, and I'm going to resist you on defense.
And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you after the final buzzer.
All right, the second. half beginning in just a moment.
Well, Irving has simply been great. He has 11 points and 2 steals. He's had great awareness out there, exploiting those passing lanes and coming up with steals.
And Clark, it's as if he's been a step ahead of everyone else out there today.
Cleveland leading by 9. LeBron James is out there with Mozgov. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Iman Shumpert. And it's Love in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for David Blatt. Shot clock at 6. Iguodala with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Curry. And it's sent back by Irving. Mozgov kicks to Love. Back to Mozgov. The feed now to Shumpert. Passes to LeBron. Curry with the steal. And it's the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Thompson. And Clark, they've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, I think so. Too cool. I mean, just not forceful enough, not alert or aggressive enough, and sometimes trying to do too much with the basketball.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
And Shumpert kicks to Mozgov. James dishes to Irving. Tries from 10. Good D by Thompson.
Well, that's a bad miss right there. I mean, you'd like to see him be a little more assertive when he has such good position. Kyrie Irving made his first playoff. Appearance last season with the Cavs, and individually got a big $90 million max extension as well. He's in a really good spot in his career at this point.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And speaking of Irving's star status, last season a signature shoe in his name. I see, in fact, that you and Clark are wearing them tonight. That's always a big deal.
Kevin, that's an elite club to be in. Only the true superstars get that kind of status. He certainly got the flash to go with the substance.
A different look now for Cleveland. Jefferson's checked in for Mozgov. And Smith subbed in for Kevin Love. Cleveland leading by 5. Irving with it. Picked up by Thompson. Irving's shot is good. Irving's got 13.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And, obviously, there's some things out there he does not like and wants to talk it over.
Well, Greg, you played and you envision yourself as a coach as well. So, sometimes you need to make some adjustments.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hi, Kevin. Steve Kerr was just going over the plan with his team. He made sure that everyone was on the same page and that the offense needed to run through Bogut. Coach is looking for big things from him throughout the rest of this game on the offensive end. A lot of the scoring burden will fall on him. Those could prove to be crucial changes to their strategy with this game getting ready to enter the stretch drive, Kevin.
Thanks again, Doris.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors roster fit together hand in glove. They were led by the Splash Brothers, but the front court and the bench really complemented the rest of the team perfectly because all of the players for the Warriors were extremely versatile and highly skilled.
As you're talking about the Warriors, you know, they were built to play with each other last year. The bigs could all pass very well, and that set up the three-point threats.
And then even on the defensive side, I mean, they had players that really complemented each other. I mean, some undersized power forwards who countered with rim protectors. I mean, they also had the length at every perimeter position to switch on any play. So they are equally as adept on that side of the ball. You know, the league going to more ball movement, more outside shooting, less isolation play, and those are all natural fits for the talents of Klay Thompson, who's great moving off the ball, and we know he can stroke it from long range.
Stolen by Thompson. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Iguodala's running, and the basket good. And it's 9 points for Steph Curry.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Well, Greg, for Thompson, a hard-working defender. You were talking about it. Do you think Clark, his offensive style, frees him up to put more energy into defense?
Well, you know, it could be. I mean, he's extremely smooth. He's uber smooth in how he operates. He doesn't have to drive the lane and absorb a lot of contact to get his shot off, and he's quick and efficient with his offense. So that does leave him more energy for the defensive end.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Thompson's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Steph Curry.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
They've had a strong game on that front, Clark, no doubt about it.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Irving attacking, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that. High-quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
Clark.
And guys, the first year for David Blatt, he was second-guessed at every turn. And that happens when you are picked to make the finals, but also when you coach LeBron James.
And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
And for Blatt, Greg, everyone did wonder if he would be the right fit early. As the season wore on and the Cavs got tougher, those questions, Clark, went away.
Yeah, and I think most people forget that he's an iconic coaching legend overseas.
Good point, yeah.
So coaching is coaching. Sure, it's not the NBA, but this guy brought a pedigree and resume that was quite substantial.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Spates checked in for Bogut. Harrison Barnes comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Livingston in for Klay Thompson. Second free throw, no good. Cavs were poised to make a huge run last year in the playoffs. Swept the Celtics in the first round, but it cost them.
Yeah, and even though they did get that sweep, they lose Kevin Love for the rest of the way, and that put a big hurdle in their quest for the title.
Barbosa gets the bucket.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
They set the pick. Clock at 6. Irving against Spates. Irving, good. Irving's got 15 points.
No denying it, injuries were a big part of the storyline in the Cavs postseason. Fortunately, LeBron James was otherworldly after the first round. Took care of the Bulls, then went on to sweep the Hawks to get back to the finals.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And for the Cavs last season, their toughest test would be in the finals against the Warriors. Like every other team, they just couldn't handle the Warriors for a full series. A great run to the finals, and surely they'll want to return there this season.
The Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8 from the charity stripe here tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
Throw good, Jefferson. You can point to any number of things, Clark, the Warriors did well last year. Their play on the road being one of them.
Well, the Warriors were exactly road warriors all season long, partner. Hit the ground running and finished with the league best 28 road wins.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Anderson Varejau's checked in for James. Love comes in for Tristan Thompson. And Mo Williams subbed in for Kyrie Irving. And stolen by Love. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it, the fast break chance. And it's sent back by Space.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
The Warriors have hit 4 of 8 from the free throw line so far. Folks, that's 50%. Not great work there. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for the Cavaliers. And the second free throw, good. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Varejao passes to Williams. And Varejao kicks to Dellavedova. Picked by Varejao. Dellavedova dishes to Jefferson. Here's Love. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Cavaliers on top. They lead by 6. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Warriors trail by 6. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Barnes and Green are the forward set. The Splash Brothers are the guards. And it's Ezeli in at the 5 down low.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Cavaliers shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That is his first foul of the game. Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Festus Ezeli. Varejao with it. Varejao with a screen on Barnes. It's stolen by Green. Now Curry. Here's Barnes. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist in the game.
And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
6 on the shot clock.
Cavaliers
And the Cavaliers call time here.
And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He's looking for whatever they have left in the tank. He said, I know it's been a hard-fought game, but now's not the time to leave anything in reserve. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I expect you to be going all out, full speed. guys.
And as always, Doris, thank you. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots, and James, Irvin, and Love ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
There's Green with the three. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Shumpert's got his third rebound on the night. Irving passes to LeBron. Back to Irving. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Curry's shot is off.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Irving kicks to James. Outside jumper. Cleveland moving it around. And another miss by Cleveland. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And Thompson kicks to Curry. They double-team Curry. Got a piece of it. Thompson. And he banks in the layup. Thompson's got 10 points in just the second half. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Down low. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from James.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Timeout called the Warriors. Well, safe to say that J.R. Smith has never been short on confidence, Clark, his entire career.
Yeah, he's always been a guy who could actually play with confidence and back it up. When he's hot from the floor, he can take over games single-handedly.
Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Golden State. He dishes it to Bogut. And Green now, top of the key. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Sinks the three-pointer. Thompson's got the lead up to 4 now for the Warriors.
And for Smith and his confidence, last year even he said he's on pace to be one of the best shooters the game has ever seen. So obviously not lacking in belief in his ability.
Iguodala with it, guarded now by Irving. And the shot is good. Now it's a 6-point Warrior lead. Cavaliers have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one made.
And not sure if I can agree with J.R. Smith's assessment that he'll be one of the greatest shooters of all time, but he's pretty deep into his career at this point. Maybe he's hoping for a Kyle Korver type of career after 30 years of age.
And the shot is good.
He's really done a nice job taking advantage of his opportunities in this half.
The Cavaliers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Shumpert against Curry. In the corner, Smith with it. Here's James to the inside. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And how about the execution, really when it matters most? He knew he had the height advantage and just got the job done. No need to pass in that situation.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. They're up by 3. And there's 1:45 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Curry. Kicks it to Thompson. Tries it from the top of the key. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's 19 points for Klay Thompson.
He's been hot here in the fourth, contributing big at the right time.
And he's, let's face it, hitting everything. A perfect 4 of 4 in the quarter.
Outside jumper. In the corner, Irving with it. Curry dishes to Thompson. Fires from the wing. And right on target with the swish. Now it's a 7-point Warrior lead. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Warriors.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
He kicks it to Bogut. Back to Thompson. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Warriors lead by 9. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Mozgov. No luck. And Golden State will come the other way. Iguodala outside. Bogut with a screen on Shumpert. Over in the corner, Green. Beyond the arc. And another three for Golden State.
Didn't take their time in wrapping this game up. They came out with a sense of urgency.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
It's a beautiful jam. Nasty. Absolutely filthy.
And the building is stunned, partner. He dug deep into his bag of
I
tricks
tell you
there.
what, I hope he keeps that one handy. I want to see that one again.
So we see the Warriors taking the game here.